Thank you very much.
We're all set for you. It's rolling. So we have Honoree tonight, Phil Oates. What brings you to this event, or how did they find you?
Well, I own part of the Sacramento Kings. Was involved with buying them from the Maloofs 4 years ago.
I was going to bring up the Maloofs because I remember it. Good. I was afraid. Maybe. I don't know. You know, there was so much going back and forth. We couldn't figure out who was the owner of the Kings. And so at one point they owned a partial ownership because they were showing it on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and she was flying back and forth.
No, they own the majority, and then they tried to sell it to Seattle, and under the leadership of Mayor Kevin Johnson. And the local owners, then we got together and fought them, and then we brought in people like Vivek Ranadive, Raj Bathal, who lives down here in L.A., brought those various people on to keep them in Sacramento, and we've kept them there.
Well, you almost had a right on your hands from watching the shows. You have some loyal fans, loyal fan base.
Well, yeah, and I'm the one, when we first were introduced, I was the one that the call, the Braveheart call to honor, let's go, we got to fight this thing. And if you come to Sacramento now and what it was 4 years ago, we've added just this last year $1 billion more to the economy of downtown Sacramento. And that does not include our basketball team and our arena. So it has jump-started the whole downtown Sacramento. It's a great place to live. Really
It is. Are you enjoying LA though? Is it like a totally different atmosphere? Do you come down here often?
Well, my son is a writer-director who's actually moving up to Sacramento for a couple years next week. But I enjoy LA. I've got nothing. I enjoy being here, but I enjoy going home too.
That's right. And why is this foundation so important?
Well, I obviously was introduced to David and Dana and Leah, and you get their passion, and I've seen the numbers. I've seen how much they really do for Northridge, the hospital, and the cancer, and so that alone motivates you to want to be involved. But then as you get to meet them and you know them, as I have over the last 4 years, they're the most interesting people around. I know you've got so many interesting people in L.A., but there's nobody more interesting than Dana, David, and Leah Pump. And so we've gotten to know each other. We've gone to games together. We've gotten together outside of L.A. and Sacramento. And so I shared their passion, learning more about Harold and Carol and that sort of thing. And my stepmother, I was older, but my dad's second wife died of cancer. So it's affected my family too. And you've seen, we've all had friends that have died of cancer. And we know the tragedy and the heartache that encompasses.
Now, on a lighter note, we have to know what makes a team successful.
What makes a team successful is leadership that is on the same page, that motivates their players to become great. Same thing you do. Whoever your boss is, he should be motivating you to be the greatest sportscaster, interviewer, whatever your designation is. Well, that's what you've got to do. You've got to get players that want to become great, that dream big. And then you sit back, and then you got to work hard. It doesn't come through osmosis. The players that you see are great in the NBA. They spend hours and hours and hours practicing their skills. Even if they're great, they want to be greater. So, and I think we've got that in Sacramento.
Excellent. And final question, who is your inspiration in life?
My inspiration in life, besides my faith, outside of my faith, someone that I know and have walked the earth with, it'd have to be my dad. I'll talk a little bit about
I felt
him.
like you were going to say him.
Yeah, I mean, he started out of the war, out of the Depression. You know, he had nothing. He started
Love those stories.
Making keys for people. But he would come and he would help you get in your house on Christmas Day, if that's what it took. And he paid the price for me to be able to afford the things I can afford today. And so he'll be the last person I talk about up there.
Well, you are an American inspiration. You're the story we all want to hear about, so thank you so much for stopping by.
Bless you. Thank you very much.
Would you do a quick call out? Say out Premier Access Network. You could say your name, whatever else you want to say.
Premier Access Network, this is Phil Oates. If this young man here is an example of the product that you guys put on the air, you guys are rocking it. So keep it up. Clone him, find other people that can be other places, do what he does. It was a marvelous interview. It was an honor to be able to talk with you for a few minutes. God bless you guys.
Gosh, thank you so much, Phil. God bless you. Wow.